The keyword to this story is familiar. Not only is Williams back in his hometown where he's close to family and friends, but he's also close to coaches who he's known for years. Head coach Doug Marrone and assistant strength and conditioning coach Hal Luther. I'm Alexandra Vitale with BuffaloBills.com. It's been a long time coming, but tonight was finally the night that Andre Reed was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Welcome to From the Sidelines. I'm your host, Alexandra Vitale. The Bills will travel to Houston this weekend to take on the Texans in this Week 4 matchup. Both of these teams going into the game 2-1, and actually this is the first time the Bills will face former teammate Ryan Fitzpatrick. Here's Chris Brown with Bills Focus, presented by Atwall Eye Care. Denton and the Tigers look to bounce back after a disappointing loss on the road against LSU when they host number 14 ranked Kentucky right here in Auburn Arena tomorrow night. In Auburn, Alexandra Vitale, WTVM Sports Leader 9. Auburn's annual spring football game A-Day takes place right here on the Plains April 19th. It's a great chance for the fans to get a sneak peek on the 2014 team, and also they'll be honoring the 2013 SEC champions. In Auburn, Alexandra Vitale, WTVM Sports Leader 9. I'm Alexandra Vitale. We're live at Callaway Stadium previewing our hometown spirit game of the week. Stick around because we're going all access with head coach of the Tigers, Lynn Kendall, coming up next. Head coach Tim Carter has said it time and time again this season. Big-time players make big-time plays in pressure-packed situations, and that's exactly what happened last Friday night against Miguel Tulin. Back to From the Sideline. Earlier this week, I had a chance to talk with Bills linebacker Preston Brown about how his rookie season is going so far.
It's been going well. We got a winning record right now. That's the biggest thing.
Is this a playoff team?
Yes. I feel that 100% without a doubt that we are a playoff team.
Who do you like to emulate your playing style after as a tight end? Who's some guys on the team that have really been influential for you, from your rookie year to this year?
A lot of older guys in the secondary.
In past interviews, you've talked about holding oneself accountable. Do you see this Bills team doing that?
Oh, absolutely. Each and every day the mental errors are going down. So, that's definitely progression.
So what are you planning on doing as far as shutting him down against Detroit?
It's all about trying to slow him down.
What do you think is going to be crucial for you guys to do to win these next couple of games?
First of all, we got to win. We got to score. We got to make plays, and we got to finish the season 3-0.
Does that give a lot of pressure to you guys going into this game? Or is it kind of like, we're home, we're going to do our thing?
Oh, it's not really pressure, but it's a big game. We know it's a big game.
You had 16 interceptions in college, and now you have 2 in the NFL. What do you look for in opposing QBs that helps you get those picks?
It's all about watching film, preparation.
Alongside President and CEO of the Buffalo Bills, Russ Brandon. Russ, thanks for being here. And your relationship with Andre led to the collaboration of the speech that you wrote for him.
Yeah, it really was an honor. He asked me a few years back, he said, when I get in, because it was never a question of if, would you help me out with the speech? And I said, absolutely.
The moment that you've been waiting for, that we've all been waiting for, is when the commissioner introduces you as the 16th overall pick. Right. And you're walking on stage, and what kind of emotions and feelings are going through your mind at this point? I'm Alexandra Vitale with BuffaloBills.com, and right now I'm joined by running back for the Buffalo Bills, Anthony Dixon. Anthony, thanks for being here. Second preseason game against Carolina. You look great out there. Overall assessment on that game and your performance?
Yeah, I think it was decent. I would like to did better, but we got a W, and that was the main goal.
I'm Alexandra Vitale with BuffaloBills.com, and right now I'm joined by Pro Football Hall of Fame's newest member, Andre Reed. Andre, thanks for being here.
What's
Hi,
up?
Andre.
St. John's Fisher. I'm in St. John Fisher.
Exciting few weeks you've had, I can imagine, huh?
Yeah, very. It was the week of my life, I tell you.
You have a future in broadcasting after football, maybe?
No. I'm terrible on camera.
He's not terrible on camera.
Terrible.
No. All right, Jonathan, if there's one thing you want the fans at home to know about you, what would it be?
That I'm probably the best dancer on the team.
Best dancer on the team?
Probably the best dancer on the team.
That's a pretty bold statement.
Probably the best dancer in the AFC.
Best dancer in the AFC?
Yeah.
Are you going to bust a move for us here?
Yeah, I will. When I get out there on the field, I make some plays. I'll let the world see it.
Oh, yeah. People will be watching, so.
I'll see it.
All right, Jonathan Meeks, defensive back for the Buffalo Bills. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
we'll be looking forward to seeing that dance move.
Thank you.
Leader 9. Alexandra Vitale.
2014 is here, and what better way to kick off the new year than with some college football? The Georgia Bulldogs and Nebraska playing today in the Gator Bowl. Both teams entering today's matchup with identical 8-4 records. Nebraska leads 10-9 at halftime. Then in the second half, they pull off a big-time play right here. Tommy Armstrong Jr. puts up a deep pass to Quincy Ananwa, who makes the catch at the 50-yard line and keeps going, scrambling all the way to the other end of the field, untouched for the 99-yard touchdown. Georgia fans can't believe it. To the fourth we go. Georgia has some late chances to stay in it right here. Hudson Mason's pass to Arthur Lynch. He drops the ball. Nebraska wins 24-19, their first bowl game win since 2009. And also today, the South Carolina Gamecocks playing Wisconsin today in the Capital One Bowl. First and 10 of the Wisconsin 42. Connor Shaw to Bruce Ellington for the 39-yard touchdown. South Carolina up 7-0. And we'll head to the second quarter. Joel Stavey to Sam Arsenin for the 1-yard touchdown. It's a tie game. But here's a pretty cool one right here. Sean and Ellington do a little reverse switch thing. Ellington to Connor Shaw for 9 yards on the score. 13-7 Gamecocks. South Carolina goes on to win 34-24. Now last night, an SEC-ACC matchup between Johnny Football and Duke, quite the game. A&M was trailing most of it, off to a slow start, but we'll pick things up in the second quarter. Duke really doing a job on A&M in the first. As I just said, Josh Snead hits the corner and scores the 25-yard touchdown. Duke would take an 11-point lead to the half. Now in the second half, play of the game right here. Johnny Manziel scrambles in the pocket, tries to leap over defender, scrambles back out of the pocket, finds Travis Labhart for the 19-yard touchdown, 38-34 Duke. Then late in the fourth quarter, Manziel fires the 44-yard touchdown to Darrell Walker. Texas A&M is down by just a field goal. Now the Aggies defense finally shows up after a very slow start to the game. The Aggies defense comes up big when Tony Hurd Jr. with a pick six here returns the ball 55 yards for the touchdown. It's the first time the Aggies led all night. Texas A&M wins 52-48. Now the final practice is in the books for Alabama. The Tide just 2 days away from a showdown with Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl. There's plenty of history in the Big Easy, and players, of course, hope to add another win to the Crimson Tide's lengthy resume in New Orleans. There's still plenty left to prove, and a potential win over the 11th-ranked Sooners will be a good measuring tool to show the nation Alabama is still one of the best.
Sugar Bowl is an awesome feeling to be playing in. We just want to come away with a win here for all the seniors and end the season on the right note.
You know, it might not be where we want to be, but, you know, we still have a great opportunity to go out and, you know, show the world that, you know, we're a lot better than what we played against Auburn.
You know, the one thing about the players is it's a great opportunity to help you develop your team when you play in a bowl game. You get a lot of extra practice. It helps a lot of young people. But by the end of it, you've practiced a lot, more than you ever practiced for a game. And I think the players get, you know, sometimes a little bit tired of practicing, and you know, I'm sure both teams are looking forward to playing a really good game, two good teams.
There's two good teams square off tomorrow, January 2nd at 7:30. That's a look at sports. Jason. Welcome to this edition of From the Sidelines. I'm your host, Alexandra Vitale. Nigel Bradham has come a long way since he was drafted by the Bills in 2011. I had a chance to sit down with the dominant linebacker and talk about where his love from football began and so much more. Check it out. Bills linebacker Nigel Bradham is in his third year in the National Football League, and he's turning in a breakthrough season. Bradham's play on the field is something he knew was possible, and that belief began at a very young age.
It had to be when I was like 2 years old, and that's when it started. I don't know I can't really remember exactly how it went out, but I think I was either watching it on TV, I believe, and I believe it was Florida State, and I just fell in love with it from there. Nigel's love for the game and goals he set at the young age of 2 soon enough became a reality. He attended Florida State, where he finished his collegiate career, becoming the Seminoles' first player to lead the team in tackles 3 consecutive seasons. Your mom said when you were 16 years old, you told her she was going to be watching you play football on Saturdays and Sundays. And you've done that, and you're doing it now. What does it mean to you? It's funny you ask me that, because I never write down my goals. And with that being said, Like, to me, with my goals, I feel like it's what I have to accomplish, and I know what I want to do.
That made me very proud. And as today, I tell him the same thing. You are the only person that can set your goals and fulfill your destiny.
There's no doubt the FSU product is playing lights-out football this season. He's already racked up 85 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 interception, with 4 games still remaining in the regular season.
He's playing at an extremely high level. So it's really been, a 180, for him from last year to this year.
Off the field, you appear to be pretty laid back, but on the field, it's like you turn into this other person. Is it a switch you turn on and off?
I've always been like that, even from the time I was a little boy. Just something like, we call it beast mode.
Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go!
And that's the passion, the love you have for the game, the aggressiveness, and everything that you put into it, and your time and your hard work. It all just comes out on the field.
You had to sit out for that first game of the season. What was that like, watching your team play and not being part of that game?
Well, it was just hard for me to be able to sit home and watch on the couch, watching my teammates who I've been with all season, all training camp, and been working with, and not to be a part, like everything just fell off.
I think that was one of the high points that led him to know that this is what he wants and he needs to step up to the plate and not make those mistakes like that again.
Another major incentive for Nigel to step up to the plate is the birth of his son Nazir in September. How has having a new baby changed your life?
I mean, it's amazing. That's the best feeling in the world, to be able to just hold your own creation. He gets bigger by the day. It's just an amazing sight to see. It's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna make sure he makes all the right decisions and try to be the best role model that I can be for him.
I know he's going to be a great father, and he basically said to me that now he has to step up to the plate, do what it is that he needs to do to make sure that his son is taken care of.
The Crawfordville, Florida native feels like he's found a home here in Buffalo.
The fans and the people, like, it's just tremendous, great people here, and they really make it feel like home. And then when you go out there and play in front of all of them, you feel like you gotta do something good for them. Like, you want to win for them, for the fans in the city, because I feel like the environment here it's a great environment, and it's something that I want to be a part of for a long time.